Do you hear a ringing sound that no one else seems to notice? Does complete silence feel somehow loud to your ears? If you just answered yes in your mind, then what I'm about to reveal will change everything you thought you knew about yourself. Dolores Cannon, one of the most respected researchers in consciousness exploration, spent 45 years discovering a truth that explains exactly what's happening to you right now. And before I share what she found, I need you to do something important. Close your eyes for just 3 seconds. Take one deep breath and ask yourself this single question: do I feel fundamentally different from the people around me? If something inside you just stirred with recognition, if you felt that deep knowing sensation, type in the comments right now, "I hear it." This simple act connects you to thousands of others who are experiencing the exact same thing you are. Do it now, because what I'm sharing today will only make sense to those who are ready to understand. This isn't information for everyone. This is for the ones who already know something has shifted. Let me tell you about a woman who accidentally stumbled into one of the greatest discoveries in human consciousness. Dolores Cannon was born on April 15, 1931, in St. Louis, Missouri. For most of her early life, she was just an ordinary Navy wife, traveling the world with her husband, raising 4 children, living what anyone would call a completely normal existence. She had no background in mysticism, no special training in spirituality, nothing that would suggest she was about to unlock secrets that would awaken millions. Then came 1968. A local doctor asked Dolores and her husband to assist with a hypnosis case. Just routine regression therapy, nothing unusual. But when Dolores guided this woman into a hypnotic state, something extraordinary happened. The woman began speaking in voices that weren't her own. She described lives she had never lived. She shared knowledge about places she'd never visited and historical periods she'd never studied. The information was accurate, detailed, and impossible to explain. In that moment, Dolores discovered a doorway into something the modern world had completely forgotten. Access to what she called the subconscious, the highest, wisest part of ourselves that knows everything. For the next 45 years, until her passing in 2014, Dolores conducted thousands of these sessions. She developed her own revolutionary method called quantum healing hypnosis technique, or QHHT. And through all those thousands of sessions, across decades of research, she uncovered a pattern that explains what's happening to you right now. Here's what Dolores discovered. Right now, at this exact moment in history, Earth is experiencing the most massive transformation it has ever undergone. She called it the shift, or the new Earth. But this isn't just about the planet changing. You are changing too. Your cells, your DNA, your consciousness, everything about you is transforming at a fundamental level. And if you're watching this video, if something pulled you here, if these words feel strangely familiar, Dolores would tell you something remarkable. You are one of the volunteers. Let me explain what that means. According to Dolores's research across thousands of sessions, there are 3 waves of advanced souls who specifically volunteered to incarnate on Earth during this critical time in human history. The first wave came in the 1940s and 50s. These souls are now in their 70s and 80s. They had the hardest journey of all. They felt completely alien here, struggled with deep depression, and spent their lives feeling like they didn't belong anywhere. They paved the way for everyone who came after. The second wave arrived in the 1960s and 70s. These souls became the light workers, healers, teachers, and truth seekers. They had an easier time than the first wave, but still carried the weight of being different in a world that didn't understand them. The third wave began arriving in the 1980s and continues today. These are children and young adults who came in with their abilities already activated. They're naturally intuitive, naturally connected, naturally awake. They don't have to work as hard to remember because they never fully forgot. Now here's what will make your soul recognize itself. If you're watching this, you're part of one of these waves. And all those things that made you feel broken, your sensitivity, your inability to fit in, your feeling of being different, those weren't problems. Those were your credentials. That was proof of your mission. Dolores identified specific signs that prove you've already awakened. Let me share them with you. Sign number 1. You hear the frequency. This is the most significant sign of all. Awakened souls begin hearing a high-pitched ringing in their ears. Doctors might call it tinnitus and try to treat it, but you know it's something else. Dolores revealed that this sound is the frequency of the new earth. Your cells are literally vibrating at a higher rate. You're becoming less dense, more light, more energy. If you hear this especially in your right ear, it means your higher self is downloading information into your consciousness. Sign number 2. Time feels different. Have you noticed time seems to be accelerating? That days feel like hours? That entire years pass in what feels like months? Dolores explained this clearly. As we move closer to higher dimensional frequencies, linear time begins to collapse. Your experience of time speeding up is proof that you're already operating at a higher vibration. You're literally living in 2 realities simultaneously, the old 3-dimensional Earth and the emerging 5-dimensional Earth. Sign number 3. You're losing interest in the old world. Remember when you cared about celebrity gossip, fashion trends, what people thought of you, accumulating status and possessions? And now, you just don't anymore. It all feels empty and meaningless. This is one of the clearest signs of awakening. The ego-driven pursuits that used to matter simply don't anymore because your soul remembers that none of that is real. You came here for something far bigger. Sign number 4. You feel profoundly alone. This one is painful, but it's important to understand. You can be surrounded by family and friends, yet feel utterly isolated, like nobody truly understands you, like you're speaking a language no one else speaks. Here's what Dolores revealed. You're not alone. You're just operating at a different frequency than most people around you. It's like listening to a radio station that only certain people can tune into. You can't hear their station anymore, and they can't hear yours. This isolation isn't punishment. It's confirmation that you've moved beyond the collective unconsciousness of the sleeping masses. Sign number 5. Synchronicities are everywhere. You see repeating numbers constantly. 111, 223, 333, 444. You think of someone and they immediately contact you. You need an answer, and a book falls open to exactly what you needed to know. Dolores was clear. Synchronicities are the universe confirming you're on the right path. They're messages from your higher self saying, yes, keep going, you're not crazy. In her words, there are no coincidences. Everything is orchestrated by your soul. Sign number 6. You're drawn to ancient wisdom. Suddenly you find yourself fascinated by ancient Egypt, Atlantis, Lemuria, mystical teachings, sacred geometry. Why this sudden interest? Because according to Dolores's research, you were there. You lived in those advanced civilizations. Your soul is remembering those lifetimes. This isn't a random hobby. It's memory activation. Sign number 7. You question everything. You can't accept anything at face value anymore. The news feels manipulative. Religion feels incomplete. Science feels limited. You're questioning the nature of reality itself. What death really is, who you really are, why you're here. Dolores called this the awakening of discernment. You're reclaiming your power to distinguish truth from illusion. You're becoming sovereign. Now comes the part that changes everything. Through thousands of sessions, Dolores asked the same question repeatedly. Why are these souls here? What is their purpose? The answer that came through again and again was this. You came here to anchor the light. You came to hold the frequency of the new earth so others can find their way to it. You're not here to save anyone. You're not here to convince anyone. You're not here to prove anything. You are here to be the frequency, to embody love, to radiate light. That's your entire mission. Dolores discovered that just by existing at your higher frequency, you affect the collective consciousness of humanity. You're literally changing the vibration of the planet just by being here, just by breathing, just by being yourself. Every time you choose love over fear, you create a ripple. Every time you choose peace over chaos, you create a wave. Every time you choose truth over illusion, you shift consciousness. You don't have to be famous or influential. Your very presence is changing the world. You are the change. You are the new Earth frequency incarnated in human form. Let me tell you what Dolores revealed about where we're heading. The new Earth isn't a physical place you travel to. It's a frequency you align with. It's a state of consciousness you embody. Right now, Earth is splitting into two distinct realities. Dolores saw this clearly. One Earth will remain in three-dimensional density: fear, control, suffering, limitation. This is where those who choose to stay asleep will remain. The other Earth, the new Earth, exists in the fifth dimension: love, freedom, joy, infinite possibility, unity. This is where the awakened ones are heading. And here's the profound truth. You choose which Earth you experience. It's completely your decision in every moment. If you resonate with fear and limitation, you stay in the old Earth. If you resonate with love and expansion, you move to the new Earth. The beautiful part? It's already happening. You're already there. You just haven't fully realized it yet. Here's why there's no going back. Once you've awakened, once you've heard that frequency, once you've felt that knowing in your soul, you cannot unknow it. Dolores compared it to remembering a forgotten memory. Once you remember, you can't force yourself to forget again. You might try to go back. You might try to fit into the old world, to care about the old things, to be who you used to be. But it will feel like wearing clothes 3 sizes too small. It's suffocating because you've outgrown that reality. You've evolved past it, and you can't unevolve. You can't become less conscious once you've become more conscious. This is why you feel uncomfortable now. This is why the old world doesn't fit, because you're between two worlds. Dolores taught a specific practice to help awakened souls stay grounded during this transition. Let me share it with you. Step 1. Connect to your higher self daily. Every morning before anything else, sit in silence for 5 minutes. Place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths and say, I am one with my higher self. I am light. I am love. I remember who I am. Feel those words vibrating through every cell. Step 2. Ask for guidance. Throughout your day, whenever you feel confused, ask, what would you have me know right now? Then listen with your heart. The answer will come as a feeling, an image, a knowing, a synchronicity. Step 3. Practice non-judgment. When you judge others for being asleep, you lower your frequency. Remember, they're on their own journey. Their timing is perfect. Your job isn't to wake them, it's to stay awake yourself. Step 4. Speak your truth. Live authentically. Be authentically you without apology. When you hide your light to make others comfortable, you betray your mission. Shine even if it makes others uncomfortable. Your light is meant to illuminate, not hide. Step 5. Trust the process. Trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even when it looks chaotic, even when you can't see the bigger picture. Your soul knows exactly what it's doing. Let me share Dolores's most profound teaching, the one that changed everything for thousands of people. The awakening is the realization that in essence, we are light. We are love. Each cell of our body, each molecule of everything, the power source that runs all life is light. Do you understand what this means? You are not a human being trying to have a spiritual experience. You are an infinite spiritual being having a temporary human experience. You're not broken. You're not flawed. You're not here to fix yourself or prove yourself. You are here to remember yourself, to remember your infinite nature, To remember that you are Source itself in physical form. Everything you're experiencing right now, the frequency in your ears, the time distortions, the isolation, the synchronicities, all of it is your soul remembering its truth. I know this is overwhelming. Dolores understood that. But here's what she'd want you to know more than anything. You are not alone. You have never been alone. There are millions of souls just like you across this planet, all waking up at the exact same time, all hearing the same frequency, all remembering together. You are part of the greatest transformation in the history of consciousness itself. Yes, it's scary sometimes. Yes, it's lonely sometimes. But Dolores left us with this promise. When the shift is complete, you'll look back and realize every moment of struggle was preparing you. Every moment of pain was strengthening you. Every moment of doubt was teaching you to trust yourself more deeply. You didn't come here to stay in the old world. You came to build the new one, to anchor it, to embody it, to be it. And whether you realize it or not, you're already doing it every single day, just by being authentically, courageously you. If these words stirred something deep within you, if you felt that recognition in your soul, write in the comments, "I remember who I am." That declaration is your acceptance of your true mission, your commitment to the new earth. And always remember Dolores Cannon's most powerful words. We are living in the most exciting time in the history of the world. We are the ones we've been waiting for. The shift is happening now, not tomorrow, now. And you, yes, you watching this, are one of the chosen ones who volunteered to be here for it. So stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning if you're ready enough. You are. You always were. You always will be. You are pure light. You are infinite love. You are limitless consciousness having a temporary human experience. And it's time. It's finally time to remember. Welcome home, awakened soul. Welcome home. The frequency you hear, that's the sound of the new earth calling you home. And you've already answered the call. There's no turning back now, and that's the most beautiful, most liberating truth of all.